Welcome all. I'll be the host for the evening. Please eat and drink to your heart's content and enjoy the dinner. Welcome, guests.
Rockefeller, good sir. How are you doing? How's the family? How's the business?
So, Carnegie, I can't complain. Ever since I took over the industry, it's been very stressful managing so much product. So many systems and so many people all throughout the country. Look what we have here, two monopolistic pigs chatting while hundreds of workers are suffering in their factories as we speak.
You mind your tone, Mrs. Tarbell. This conversation has nothing to do with you. Mr. Flick, even though you might not know it, our opinion as the people are what dictates your actions.
Mr. O'Donnell is correct. The opinions of labor unions and the people have been influencing businesses for hundreds of years and will continue to do so. The government and business should look to foster this positive feedback with the development instead of trying to silence the public. We are past the era of aristocracy found in medieval Europe and are into a new era of integrated socio-economic living.
That's just like you people. Even after 200 years of labor progress in business, there are still modern-day problems that affect the everyday people. The minimum wage is unlivable for a family of four in most states. There's questions about job security and securing the right to good benefits and pension.
I, for one, agree with Rockefeller and Carnegie that for far too long, big government has tried to interfere with business and tried to slow down economic growth for the sake of the politically correct culture of the people that influences everything. I agree to some extent. Labor unions and workers' rights is an important necessity for maintaining a strong working class and a strong distribution of wealth throughout the country. I established Labor Day for this very purpose so people would understand the importance. A truly American sentiment recognizes the dignity of labor and the fact that honor lies in honest toil.
Those godforsaken ruining the process of business going on strike. Situations like that ruin any sort of credibility for labor movements, and you radicals remove any progress. As chairman of Carnegie Steel, an attempt was made on my life by one of you radicals.
Mr. Flick, you know better than anyone that our labor unions on strike during the Homestead strike had nothing to do with the assassination attempt on your life, and we condemn that attack. In June of 1892, he slashed wages, evicted workers from their company houses, stopped negotiating with union leaders, and threatened to bring in the Pinkertons, a detective agency for hire that amounted to a private army of thugs. You did nothing but watch as the Pennsylvania governor sent troops to silence us. And you, Mr. Carnegie, you were the biggest hypocrite of them all. All your actions during the strike are unforgivable.
I did support Flick's actions in such circumstances. I support the strike bust, I stand by it, and I had to do something to resume business. I have expressed in past my support for such movements, but I do not agree that the strikes and other aggressive tactics are the way to progress your movement. How do you expect us to progress our movement through silence? Look where that got us in the past, as people such as my dad suffered and were pushed out of business. Mr. Rockefeller and others continue to grow their business through immoral practices and nobody batted an eye. As for the ethical side, there's no cure but an unceasing scorn of unfair play, an increasing sense that things have won by breaking the rules of game that is not worth winning. You should be ashamed.
My actions in business are purely just actions in business. Only people who have never run a business or been in the business world would have such opinions. Business is a cruel world in this survival of the fittest. I rose to the top through legal and moral actions. I will not apologize for any decisions in my rise. You people love to complain without ever having to run a business. Do you know how hard it is to manage a business while having to keep a clean image and respond to constantly political and social critics?
That is why the federal government has taken the role as mediator between the government and the people. We in the government hope to develop laws and regulations that make both sides happy. We want to assure business growth and prosperity while also making sure the working class is not left behind.
And while we applaud the federal government for its progressive policy changes over time, it is always too little too late, and all changes have been prompted throughout history by the actions of labor unions such as my own. We have and will continue to speak up for those workers whose voices matter.
Changes will be made and your voices are very much heard in the government. Office holders are the agents of the people, not their masters. Not only is their time and labor due to the government, but they should scrupulously avoid in their political action, as well as in the discharge of their official duty, offending by a display or of obtrusive partisanship their neighbors who have relations with them as public officials. But change is a long road, and one injustice does not lead to more injustice. He must use legal channels, such as the courts, to change laws, not illegal channels such as aggressive strikes and assassination attempts.
Mr. O'Donnell, the fact you would show your face in front of me is preposterous.
Control yourself, Mr. Flick. This right here shows how change against you people are, doing anything to ensure the status quo and stand in the way of progress.
All anxiety gone since you stand firm. Never employ one of these rioters. Let grass grow over works. Must not fail now. You will win easily next trial.
Our message is that important. Because you people only exist in the business realm, you need to listen to the people outside the business world. You see numbers and profit margins and make decisions that affect people. The opinion of the people is what grounds business and helps them understand that their decisions not only affect their profit margins but also the people. Mrs. Tarbell is right. The federal government must empower the working class and labor unions to ensure the prosperous economy. Without the people that make up your business, you men are nothing. Your decisions affect more than just you.
This is all political correct nonsense. I have no need to sit here and listen to this. You people have tried to taint my legacy as if me and Mr. Carnegie has not always given back and funded charities across the country with our fortune. God gave me money, and I believe the power to make money is a gift from God, to be used and developed to the best of our abilities for the best of mankind.
I believe in the gospel of wealth. If you ever read any of my books, you know I'm an avid philanthropist and who gives back to the community whenever I can. I have done more good than harm for this country. While we acknowledge your attempts to help the people of the country, your good deeds, out of regret, do not erase your worker and business exploits. You people have hurt millions of people throughout the country, and it is our job as labor unions or worker activists to fight against that.
There are other American products besides oil for which the markets of the world can be opened, and legislators will be blind to best our interests if they unduly hinder by legislation and the combination of persons and capital requisites for the attainment of desired one end. But you're just an attack in my business, so I'm leaving.
I agree.
I think this dinner party might have turned sour, but I hope you know your work is important and us and the federal government hear you.
Yes, we hear you and support you.
I applaud all of your work, and I hope together we can continue to inflict change through our activist work.
Oh.
Wait, where did everyone go?